Good morning to all of you early risers. Yes, this was an unexpected one. I actually overslept. I planned to get up earlier and come out and go to a different location. However, where we are right now is absolutely beautiful. We've taken an elevated lookout so that we can bring you this lovely sunrise this morning. A little bit of low cloud, so you're not going to see the actual sun as it comes off your horizon, but you can hopefully be able to see all the yellows and oranges and reds associated with beautiful sunrise. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to a brand new day, and ready for another day of joy and happiness, of spreading the word of peace and love and happiness to everyone that we come in contact with. We are, I guess you would have seen it from the title already, we're in the area known as Silver Rock, and we're actually on top of the big rock itself. That's where we've got our vantage point from this morning. Getting up here with the equipment wasn't too difficult. Getting back down might be a different story. So we shall explore that in a few minutes time together, but for this moment in time we're going to watch a little bit more of the sunrise, look a little bit more around this area. Silver Sands, this is Silver Rock and Silver Sands, if you're not aware of it. We are, as I said before, up on the elevated section of this area. There's a big rock up here. A lot of homes along here taking a pounding over the years through sea conditions and weathering and stuff, so you'll see a lot of them undergoing repairs. Some are not actually lived in at the moment. I'm not sure which ones are and which ones are not, so I'm not going to mention which are, according to the new thing, abandoned or not, because I'm not too sure, so don't want to go and call anything like that. But I know a lot of them are under repair, and this would be the time to do it, because a lot of these are actual rental properties as well. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Good morning, of course, to my wife, who is not here with me this morning. You are on my mind and my heart and thoughts at all times. Sorry I ran out this morning, but I didn't have a chance to shout you up before I left, because it was blasting off. Alarm was set for 4 o'clock. A little later than normal, but it's only me alone, so I could get ready quickly. However, I didn't wake until 5 to 5. So the location has changed completely, but the reason for coming this morning has not, and that's to give you the serenity, to welcome myself into the serenity of this beautiful day. Also to allow you to watch the sun rising in beautiful Barbados. I don't know where you are in this world right now, but if you're not here on this 166 square miles, we are bringing this to you so that you can be. So when you go to work this morning, you can let other friends know, hey, I was watched the sunrise in Barbados this morning. Let them know it's live, please, that you were here with me, because you are an EMC live warrior, and you earn that respect because you come on and motivate and encourage and inspire us to do what we do. So good morning to you one more time. All right, so what we like to do at this time of morning, especially on sunrises, we like to do, well, that would apply to this time of morning. That's sort of like a really strange thing to say, this time of morning, especially at sunrises. All right, let me start that again. What we like to do, especially at sunrises, is say our serenity prayer, because we're starting the day with serenity. I have done it numerous times. Maybe you have not. Maybe you don't do it. Either which way, if you do or not, we're going to be saying it now, because some of us do walk a road of where we need strengthening to understand where our responsibilities lie and what we're in actual control of, and this helps us to do so. So please join us. If not, we'll be back in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Generally, we would have started further up here. Just to give you a couple of landmarks in case you're still curious as to where we are. The furthest land point you're seeing there now is Inchmarl. That's a place called Surfers Point. That's that way, just to the south of Chancery Lane. What is the Chancery Lane swamp? Still is, actually, because there's still a lot of swampland there. That is the furthest point you're seeing there. If there's a big storm swell or a hurricane passing to the north of the island or anything like that, they're just swinging late and going up. Generally, when it gets around 53 degrees longitude, we will find it getting a big swell off of here. There's a big swell that breaks outside of that landmass and across into the ocean and then into the bay itself. So that's where you find a lot of guys surfing when they're incoming hurricane swells. So if you see a big system that's coming in, it doesn't have to be near Barbados. It can be like just swinging off 15, 16 degrees north, anywhere up in there at that longitude that I mentioned before, you will get a big swell coming in. Generally, there's a big reef, or there is a reef, not a big reef, known as bowbells or fathom. One runs into the other. There's also another big reef that runs right around the entire coastline of the island. You'll see nothing breaking on it this morning. Out here is calm. This is what you would call a very calm day in the south. This is our reason for really picking the south this morning. We have as I said before, we were going to another location. However, conditions, or time I should say, didn't warrant for us to get there. So this was our option. The winds are extremely light this morning. I know you may be hearing some in your microphone because we are elevated, and also we're on the south where the wind is coming from. But in general, the wind is not gusting. So this is why we also chose this side of the island, and we're going to go like southeastward, which we didn't make this morning. We make it another day. You will notice all the sargassum on this reef here, on the beach, has basically been covered with sand. There is quite a bit under it there. I came out the beach quickly this morning, close to the water edge, and it was very spongy, so a lot of sargassum is on the sand there. You can see the traces of it still. You can actually see a fairly nice looking beach that is building up here. This, as you would know, has suffered tremendously over the years. The beach at low tide used to go almost to the very point of the island there and come in at that angle. And they had a lot of casuarina trees along that edge there. You would probably remember how up here used to be in those days. However, this beach up here is a beautiful beach as well. Not very good for swimming conditions, not unless you're a strong swimmer. If you're a strong swimmer, you're fine. However, general swimming up here, it can be very difficult. Like today is okay. Anybody can really see today. You don't see a lot of current or backwash. So it would be fine. But on normal conditions up here, I would say you don't come into the sea unless you are an experienced swimmer and knowledgeable, especially of tides and currents, because up here can experience all of those. Remember, we've just come around the southeastern tip. You know, we're sort of like still in the southeastern side, but we like the term up by Paragon and thing really south. I like to term that as being my southeastern area. So this is still southeast, but we're still just around from South Point itself, which is the South Point Lighthouse and Atlantic Shores. That gives you another landmark of where we are. Directly below us, definitely abandoned. This is Silver Rock Hotel. This was at one time very, very, very popular, mainly filled by windsurfers and high octane energy people. Used to come here, windsurfers, surfers, anyone who sort of like that kind of lifestyle would have been found up here in general. Originally, a windsurf shop was in here. I think that was Brian Talma originally opened it here, or the one from Silver Sands as well. And then Brian was opening it below. But this goes on many, many years ago. It used to belong to a former Prime Minister, St. John. So respects to him. But this is closed down. It may have one or two of the rooms open, but in general, it's not open to the public. Swimming pool is not in good condition. The bar or nowhere is in good condition. None of the functional aspects of a hotel or a resort are here. So I would have to say it is definitely closed. The beach, as I said, is beautiful. Just below there in those trees where you may be seeing light coming through, that is the Silver Sands Recreational Park. You'll find children's park there, Wi-Fi conveniences, bandstand, a football or cricket pitch. Pretty nice activities. We're going to go in that direction this morning. We generally would come from, as I said before, up in that direction and work our way down here. But I didn't want to miss the sun this morning, and I haven't been on the south coast for quite a few months due to obviously our reasons for traveling because of general medical, and also because I've been extremely lazy and not one to come out. No, seriously, we have been cutting and contriving. So we're selecting what we do very carefully, and we're working within a budget. So you won't see us in road as much as often. Hopefully one day that will change. But we would have started in that general location and walked down along this cliff area here, but not being familiar with exactly where the sun was rising. I didn't want to go too far up and then have to give you a landscape sunrise. I'd rather give you right off the ocean, which you still can't do, but you can see the sun taking a peep out there. Good morning to each and every one of you all. You may not be aware of who is talking on the other side of the lens because you may be the first time on here. So I want to treat you to the handsomeness, the amazingness that everybody else would have seen in the past. So if you're a new person to the channel, take a look now. You can pause this camera and have a look at me later today. So amazing I am. There we go. To everyone else that's seen me before, well, I know you've been, your only reason coming out here this morning is not to see sunrise, sorry. Not to see the coastline of Barbados, not to see Barbados, but to hear and see me. So I'll give you that opportunity. So if you want to see more of me hang around, don't go. Go and get a cup of coffee or something and keep your eye on the screen, because you never know. I will be putting my amazing looks on this screen as often as possible. I don't have my beautiful wife to put it on, so I'm going to have to put it on myself more often. All right, as I said, we're on a big rock here. There's a fisherman's walkway. I call it fisherman's walkway, call it fishermen use it. But in general, you can walk along this cliff here, right up into Inchmarlow. You have to go inland slightly and then come back onto Inchmarlow itself, and then up onto Long Beach, etc., along Paragon Cliffs, up through Ocean City, right up to Foul Bay on the cliff. Pretty much uninterrupted, maybe just veering slightly off the coast, but that's what you can do. So you're going to need to bring hikers. I keep saying all the time, I would expect some of you would not be able to make this kind of terrain. However, those who can make this type of terrain, who've come to Barbados and laid on a beach for all the years and maybe just gone to the tourist attractions. They're called tourist attractions. I'm not calling them tourists, you know, I don't like that word. I would rather say visitor attractions, but they're not called that, they're called tourist attractions. You know, come with your shoes this time and explore Barbados. There's so much beauty in Barbados to be seen that a lot of people are not aware of. You know, I've heard some people in the past say, man, I stopped coming to Barbados because Barbados got tired. I said, so did you see so-and-so? No. Did you go here? No. Have you been there? No. Have you walked this section? No. Have you gone out at this place? No. And all these things are no, no, no. And I say, you know what? I have to tell you, Barbados is not tired. You are tired of looking for things to do in Barbados. If you sit down on a beach all the time, that beach will never change. If you go to the same night spot all the time, that will never change. Explore the island. You know, get out. You don't have to have a car. There's a intense transport system here. You don't have long waits anymore like you used to at one time. You can get buses all over this island, or if you would like, rent a car or rent a motorcycle or buy a bicycle or something and find your way around the island and explore places such as this, because this is beauty. And seeing it on film, yes, you can see it, and I know some of you are appreciating it, but actually experiencing walking in these areas, quite amazing. The serenity and peace out here is, look, let me let you experience it. Here we go. Now, if you have camera equipment and stuff like that, you're going to need to pick your days. So you're going to want a wind chart, you're going to want a wave chart, which comes with the wind chart as well, and you want a satellite imagery that you can check, because you're going to want to be in places where, preferably away from the rain if possible. We have our sky water force field here in case we need it. We always carry that with us. You will also have to have those, the knowledge on the winds and stuff and the sea conditions, because these cliffs, you can see sea spray coming across here. You may be able to. You don't see a lot of puddles on top of here. That's because at high tide, even at these calm conditions, water will splash up and come on these cliffs. So on days when out here is really pumping, the waves are coming right up here. You won't find any dry section here to walk on at all when it's really pumping. So, you know, just for the surging of the swells, not that the sea is that high, but the surging swell comes over, breaks over the actual coral itself. Just like anywhere else along the coastline, you're going to need to check wind conditions, especially if you're going to the north of the island. You would want to check on those charts. If they're not light, make sure the winds are off the south. Likewise, they're in the south. Preferably, winds to be off of the north and very light, or very light as it is right now. And I think we can make it through today. Beauty does not lay in the sunrise only. Beauty lays on the west of the island, especially at sunrise. You're going to get some milky pastels down there, pinks and oranges and absolutely stunning colors. These are off of the cooling clouds, are generally white, but because of the sun angle and stuff and the depth of them, you're getting these kind of tones. Quite amazing with the reflection, actually beautiful. If you're on the west coast right now, the sun is up. Jeez, that was a little dig up my co-star. If you're on the west coast, you're not going to see a sunrise. You will most definitely see a sunset though. But if you're on the west now, you're going to be experiencing glows and reflections coming off those clouds that are just going to blow your mind in water. It's probably like absolute oil this morning. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. So if you're on the west coast, go outside, enjoy your beach. Don't stay inside, please. Go outside. It's not too late. You haven't missed the actual awakening morning. Right now, all the shadows will be on the boats and stuff. In a couple of minutes, when the sun starts to come up, all the shadows will disappear and all the colors will become robust and beautiful. So make a trip out to the beach quick. Get a cup of coffee, grab a fruit or something, and make your way out there. If you're on the east coast, well, I don't have to tell you, you're in for a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. Have a look at this here. Stunning. Absolutely peaceful and beautiful. Thank you to all you all that are on here right now. We're going to be doing our descending from this location. I know it's going to be a lot more challenging than coming up, because I have camera equipment and we're running live. So, and I don't want to shut down. I want you to see Olympian in action. I won't let anybody put the camera on me and watch me coming down, but I will show you the movementations and stuff that will be going on. A big rock here, very big rock. As I said before, we have come up this morning, so it does overlook the silver rock and stuff. It gives us a beautiful elevated look over here. See some kids on the beach already playing and enjoying the morning. I messaged brother Brian this morning. Look at those pinks in that cloud though. Chee-wee. Yeah, I don't know if you all have seen it in the definition on this screen, but that is somewhat amazing. And let's turn back the other way so we don't miss out on the rays that are coming down. Heavy rays, the promises of a new day. You know, we've been receiving some amazing comments on YouTube. Some motivational, inspiring, and encouraging comments are just out of this world. You know, one gentleman said that he walked with us on Saturday when we were in Bath and said that if you cannot appreciate a creator after what you've seen this morning and felt this morning, then there's something wrong, basically. So I agree with him 100%. It was absolutely stunning, just as this morning is. Fresh breezes. There's no air that's sargassum tainted. It is beautiful smell up here. It is fresh, and actually it's so fresh that I'm going to have to do it. I have no choice. I'm going to have to do it. So I give you myself silhouette, so I don't give you all of the beauty at one time. I don't want you to really get too excited. So let's do this in a silhouette form. Good morning to you all, and welcome to beautiful Barbados. I'm going to do some breathing exercises now. As you all know, I'm very fair, and I am actually a person that believes in even distribution of goods. So that could be taken the wrong way, so don't read into it too deeply. But anyhow, here we go. This is the breath for me, because the first person has the most important person. That's me. If not, I'll fall down. Can't hold the camera, and then you can't take yours. So here we go. I need to turn in sunlight though. I need to feel this sunlight on this waking morning. So I'm gonna feel it. You all can't see it no more. Sorry about that. Okay, second breath. This is for you. And this is for myself. And give one to Jeanette this morning. And then for I. See, evenly distributed. I said so. I'm a person who believes in democracy, so that was evenly distributed. I got 3, you all got 1 each. So here we go. All right, so onward. All right, so our descent from here, I don't have a clearly marked path. I have to find where we were, because I've been up here a couple of times, but the actually getting back down can sometimes be somewhat of a challenge. These are all homes up here. You can get windsurfing boards up here. A lot of these guys surf as well and can take yacht surfing. Remember, there are a lot of really seasoned and qualified and really knowledgeable surfers in Barbados that have different surfing schools. I don't want to start calling one, because then I've got to call all, and the list is long, because I really don't know of any that don't offer reputable services and offer a great experience in Barbados. So we're making our way down here, as I said before. We are doing it sort of like in a funny way. So let me see if we can find somewhere to put this camera, because this is a little bit more perilous than I thought. No, it's not really perilous, but it could be dangerous and risky. So we're gonna try it and see. Let's see how we get down to this section now. Put the camera here, hold on to this one, and let's go again. All right, so sorry for all the sky and everything, but you can appreciate I studying getting down again, not from here, and doing it in a safe form. If I didn't have this camera equipment, well, I would have done a 3-spin spiral backflip right onto the ground down there. But as I do have camera equipment, first of all, it may drop off my hand because I'm studying all of my perfect turns. Secondly, also because you will only see jittery stuff, so I don't want that to be the case. All right, just to show you where I went up, so you will know what you can do to get up there as well. Not bad, really. As I said, starts off here, you work your way up. All right, so you're doing mountain goat style. All right, I'm not too sure what's going on here with these mattresses and stuff here. I can see it looks like a burning pool. I would like to think the mattresses are not going to be burnt. So if you're a resident in this area, hopefully if a bonfire is being started, that is removed. There's a lot of toxic stuff in that. Don't want that floating about the place. Colors now becoming enriched as we're down here. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. So all along here, this place, you see, extremely posh. And I say that highly maintained and stuff. There's some homes up here that have massive swimming pools. There are also some buildings up here that are quite large and stuff. But as you'll see, over the years, walls have fallen, and the toll of sea spray and sea blast and wind conditions have taken their toll. If you're not aware, if you live in the coastline, don't think that it's just you build your house and that is it. It is a continuous daily maintenance. That is no joke. Your screws have to be replaced, hinges have to be replaced, air conditioning may last a year or two if you're in an area like this. Fridges, not too much longer than that. Televisions, what we're saying as well. So it's a heavy toll on your pocket if you live in an area like this here. But the rewards are fresh air all the time, peace and serenity. Now we're down here. I'll let you breathe a little bit more of that peace as we watch that beautiful sunrise. Here we go. That is known as an EMC photo op. 20 seconds of a moving still shot. Really, only people that offer you a photo opportunity where the photo actually moves. So there you go. That is an EMC photo opportunity. You will see the white, the same white PVC tubings all over here. Again, all of this line, I would say from the southeast of the island, right around the east and over, well, not east coast itself, because that's all mainly sand, and then right over the northeastern tips and the northern into the northwestern areas, you'll find this type of tubing because they're the popular areas for fishing off of cliffs. Guys will come out here and set 3, 4 rods, 5 rods, 6 rods of their own. That's what they call commercial fishing. So a lot of guys will actually do that, and then other guys will come here with a gallon of rum and sit down for the entire night, put out 3 fishing rods, and don't even care if the line gets hit because they're just talking nonsense and enjoying some Barbados's fermented drink. Beautiful conditions. Not seeing the actual sunrise. Sun is up behind that cloud now, but the rays coming on lovely and the golden bands, spectacular. I know you're seeing all this for yourself, but remember, we have a lot of people that go on the journey with us or walk with us as we go on our journey that cannot see, and we have some people that cannot hear. So we try to make sure, well, I'll tell you, the closed caption cannot capture my words. Many times the closed caption says things that are completely unaccountable, so I don't know, but the vision impaired, we like to express what we're feeling. For example, right now we have a very cooling breeze coming off of the southeast of the island, a little bit more southeasterly of the island. Looking into a sun that's up behind some clouds, so again some rays coming on below them, golden bands, they said before. Beautiful, beautiful ocean. Can't see the colors yet because it's still fairly dark, so the blues and aquamarines and stuff have not lit up yet, but the reflections off the clouds, this is what I was telling you about before. If you're on the west coast, you'll be getting this intensely, absolutely breathtaking reflections on the water down there in the morning sunrise. You're seeing a little bit of it here. So that splash almost got me, but I was so fast in my acrobatic skills. I'll step back a little bit for you next one, so you're seeing how the water is coming up here, so you got to be careful. And this is why I say about selecting, because imagine that normally there's a band of white running all along this reef here. Not normally, but majority of the time there's some of it. That is the outer reef, and that is telling you there's a bigger swell. So normally in here would have water splashing up. And remember that high tide this morning, it was at 3 or so, between 3 and 4 o'clock, and low tide is around 9, so it's like a mid tide now. So these are conditions that you can experience. Walking along here, you will see it is walkable in normal software or slippers, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend it at all, because if you want to walk up near the cliff, you can see razor sharp coral, little pieces that could easily break off as you're walking, not only in your foot, but also cut your ankles and stuff, you know, in case you sit down inside them or whatever. So, but also good sturdy hiking shoes. You can walk these areas here in normal 2x2s, but I would say 4x4s are recommended 100% for me anyhow, because then you're not limited. You can walk wherever you want without having to say, well, I can't go there because this, or I can't walk through those prickles, or I can't walk through that section here with that broken wood, I don't know if it's glass under it. You eliminate that when you have on your hikers, so hikers for sure. All right, so the rock from another angle, so you can appreciate where we were. That's where we were this morning. So again, you understand why the wind conditions were quite a bit stronger up there. You may have heard it in your microphone. You probably still are a little bit, but I know for sure you're hearing my majestic baritone or operatively trained voice, which is just amazing. I would sing for you, but I usually only sing for Jeanette, and then she just goes off in a la la land, because it's such an amazing singing. So I don't want to do that to you this morning, because you all sit back and not see anything and just listen to me and just mesmerize yourself over it. So I'm going to come around instead and we'll just walk and talk. But morning awakening, beautiful. Everything has changed, as you can see now. All the lighting is going to change. The trees that just appeared like green and brownish clumps are now actually taking different colors and tones are coming up. This is why we love a morning. Serenity of a morning is unbelievable. You actually watch everything sort of like being created brand new. You know, you come out here, as I said before, you would not have seen any of the depths or any individual trees. You would have seen that before, so I'm not telling you anything you would not have observed. Even if it's here on another vlog, you would have seen that, and then you are seeing them now begin to come out and take life and shape. Absolutely beautiful to watch. Yes, this is where we get our grounding. On a morning, especially whether it's on the beach or along the cliff line or anywhere in Barbados, that's where we get our grounding, because Serenity, it gives us a chance to reflect on all the things that we have to be grateful for, and I know and that we are blessed with. You know, like right here, right now, what am I blessed with? All right, first of all, I'm blessed with life. That is the most important thing. I thank God for that. Straight up this morning, one thing. Secondly is, I'm blessed that I have a vehicle and the ability, as in physically, that I'm able to bring you to a location such as this. Third thing is, I am blessed that I am able to be in a place such as this. The journey has been rough, and my journey has been pretty rough, just like everyone else's. I'm not crying like like a little child, but I'm telling you, my journey has been very rough. I've finally found a place of contentment and satisfaction, appreciation and love, and I've been asked to share everything with you all, and that's what I'm doing. So that is another blessing on top of that. I'm blessed that I can breathe free air this morning. I'm blessed that I have electricity, or I can pay the cost to charge up the phone, and then also have the data that I can come out here and let you all watch us here through data. We do not use Wi-Fi, and the reason we don't use Wi-Fi is because we don't want to have interruptions. We don't want to go to Wi-Fi range. We try to bring you the best we can. Sometimes that even fails because we will get distortion and stuff, or pixie conditions because of actual signal strength, but we try to do our best, and we use it through data all the time. So I appreciate all this are blessings for me that I'm able to bring this to you. I'm also blessed with an amazing family. I've married into an amazing family, and I have an incredible family, which would include everyone on here, friends and loved ones, which would also include everyone on here. Good morning to you all. All right, this is what was Silver Rock. This is where the bar used to be a restaurant. You see, very, very popular. It's being cleaned up considerably. Last time that we did a vlog up through here, there was all types of furnishings scattered all over, pieces of wood all over and stuff. So kudos to the cleanup efforts of up here. It looks a lot better, definitely a lot better than it was looking. It's still closed, but it still looks a lot better than it was looking for sure. Last time we were up here, we went up to the pool. We're not doing that this morning because I really don't want to go up in that section right now. Not from fear of anything, just as I haven't really got any permission to come up there, and there's signs around saying do not trespass. So I will stay off of this one this morning. But I'll tell you, last time we were here, they had a sofa in the pool. That has been cleaned out. I did observe that from earlier on when I was on the rock. Sands up here, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is where it starts to change now. When you come around from the east coast and stuff, the sand, as you would know, changes in its tone and colors, just like when you go around the west coast. So you can pretty much tell which coastline you're on. If someone gives you sand in a bottle, says they got this from Barbados, you say, all right, well, that's the southeast west, you know, based on the texture and the granular aspects of the sand, as well as the colors of the sand. You can pretty much tell where you have been in Barbados by the sand that you carry with you. It's really windsurfing shop used to be located in this general area here at one time, and that's a long time ago. Good morning, Brooker. Brooker is a friend of mine for many years. That's around windsurfing shops in Barbados, and I haven't seen him for a little while. So Brooker, I'm sending out my love and thoughts to you. All right, so these are the reasons we don't want to also walk around here. Now, all of them look fairly strong. We do know the wood is fairly strong, but as you can see, some have broken through. So we're not adventuring. We just give you a look from this angle and tell you that it's looking much better than it was. Only a little bit of leaves and stuff and the coconut trees now to be removed. Up here is built up a lot. I remember when there was nothing out here, literally, seriously, nothing below here. Silver Rock wasn't existing at the time that I remember it either. I remember being able to, when Silver Rock did build all the way surfing competitions, you used to be able to drive down here. I would drive down here, drive out here, turn and park. There was that much land, more land here. And not only did I turn and park, but I had other people that had windsurfing boards and a couple other cars that could have been out here as well. So the land was a lot further out, a lot less erosion than there is now. A lot of this land is being carried away and replaced by sand. So you can't drive down here and turn around as you used to before. But anyone that was around the minstrel days of the international windsurfing used to go on here would know what I'm talking about. They would have seen that for themselves. This whole beach has changed actually. Actually, whole island has changed. We show you that day by day. But if you want to come and stay in an area such as this, which is very quiet, laid back, and extremely serene, you can come up here. You can only hear the sea radio from up here all night. There are a lot of Airbnb. Just put in Silver Sand, Silver Rock. You will get something there. You get a realtor that can help you, or a friend or somebody if you're interested in going. There are a lot of people that are very knowledgeable on this island because they've been coming here for years and years, and a lot of people have been staying in these areas for years and years. But check this out. Here you go. Look, I'm going to give you another special of the EMC. It's called the EMC 180. Here we go. We have 4 engineered things. We have a EMC photo op, which you're seeing, where you view somewhere with in motion for 20 seconds. That's called an EMC photo op. You then have the EMC 180, which can be done also with talking, but we try to do it in silence. We then have the 360, which is all talking. I'll show you a 360. Let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate these things to you. As you've seen the photo op, you've seen the 180 already. Let's demonstrate them to you. All right, so as I said before, we're at Silver Rock. That is the Silver Sand, Silver Rock. That is the actual bandstand down there on the trees. You may be able to make that with lights. You then have this washaway that is usually sandbarred here that will fill right up and burst if you have a lot of rain, or if you have some intense sea conditions, it will actually filter the brackish water up in there. You then have the action windsurfing shop. That's Brian Talma's shop just up there. And then you have these condos and stuff behind, and of course you have the old Silver Rock, and of course you have a beautiful, beautiful sunrise. That is a 360. A 360 is done talking. We're going to reverse that and give you a circle of love, just so you can take this all in and appreciate the sounds and the serenity that I am experiencing right now. Bask in this. Welcome to Barbados. Just as I turned and got wind in my ears, you also would have got wind in your microphone. So that's giving you a true effect. You're almost here. You know, we always say in our lines, well, we start to say in our lines, because you're not physically here in Barbados doesn't mean you can't come to Barbados. We will bring you here live. You are walking on the beach with us this morning. You're not viewing us later on. Those 33 live EMC Live Warriors are on right now. Thank you for joining us. The thumbs up, we really appreciate that. It means you're liking it. If you'd like to drop us a nice comment as well. It can be constructive, or it can be complimentary. It doesn't really make a difference. Do not be rude or nasty, because it will be deleted and handled in the correct way through YouTube's authorities. So we try and keep this clear and free, that everyone can come and breathe and experience the peace that we do. So we don't want anybody coming online and disrupting that in any form or fashion. All right, they've had, obviously because of barrel, would have had sea all up in here and sand. The sand would have been more compressed because of barrel, because water would have been coming up in here for sure. I didn't get any videos on it. I wasn't here for it, but I can tell you that you can actually look in the water and see around this area here how relatively clean it is. Obviously there's residue on the bottom and old stuff on the bottom that will discolor it, but you can see the transparency of the water. You will tell it has been freshly stocked either by sea or by water from the land, but this has been, I would think, barrel and maybe a little bit of contribution from the land as well. All right, we're not going up into Brian's shop at the moment because he has a board up. I know we can do so. Wait, Brian, has you? My God, I'm so happy to get you, man. Oh my gosh. Well, I did tell you that we were trying to get hold of him earlier on, and he is up here enjoying nature and beauty. I come into you, my brother. How you going, man? I'm sorry to disrupt your serenity. But you know I come in. I can go around the other way and get you see the background, man. Everybody see the beauty as well, man. All right, so if you want to stay here, you can also stay here as well. You can rent accommodation here. But this is the man himself that we were talking about, Brian. What's up, my brother? Good. This is a long-time waterman friend of mine. Yeah. So you're doing some writing up there stuff for your work's going on, your upcoming paddle.
This is the newest one I put together. So you know you see all the symbols, but now we put it into a framework where it actually tells you the story. So it took like 30 years to really come in, to put all the pieces to the puzzle together.
Nice, man. So this is all finger done, finger painting?
Yeah, so what it is like you see these, like everybody thinks it's just painting, but no, everything has a meaning. Like the mahi means love. The sea, wash free, energized to fly. And then, but it always comes from our culture, you know.
Right.
Mahi is there. My father fishing boat, he used to go fishing, you got mahi, and the sea energizes you to fly. And then we had ducks here in the community, and I tried to put the thing together, and it was really something that was in the community. Then they got the wood dove, so when I go in the mornings, you know, when you by yourself, you hear the wood doves cooing.
Beautiful. Right? Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
All of these things relate to our culture. Flying fish means flying high in the sky, energized to fly high in the sky. And then I the turtle.
Beautiful, man.
You know, and then the
rooster.
So each has a story, but it's connected to our culture,
right?
Beijing culture, beach culture.
Beautiful.
And then Beach Culture World Tour is a lifestyle where everything revolves around the sea, honesty to thee and integrity to sea.
I love that.
So
I'm very excited about that.
That's beach culture, and then I'm executing called the Global Organic Tourism
Right.
Master Plan or in action. So when you're living this lifestyle, and then here promoting and doing business with people and business with the community, create healthy minds, prosperous, safe community, along with collaborating with international people and cooperation where all parties benefit.
Right. That's beautiful. I mean, your color selection is absolutely amazing. I thought there were different frames there from any way you've done it. It's really, really, really beautiful.
So it tells a story. So what I'm saying is what we're doing this swim around Barbados is that what the key is to, my position is really that I strongly believe this to be, when we speak tourism,
right?
When you speak Barbados, I think beach culture separates us from the rest of the Caribbean. And if you speak tourism, I think that's one of the strongest things we have.
Absolutely.
When we say, well, what do Barbados have? And like you're going around and showing our beach and our beach culture, and I think it's so strong. You got surfing, kite surfing, paddle surfing, and fishing and all. When you put it together, that's what this is about. Articulated this.
Right.
So then you put it like the sea cat. This is the sea cat and the tentacles, and then.
Oh, I know. See what it is. I know. Understand. See, I'm glad you explained it to me.
So this is sea cat, and these are the tentacles coming down, and then if you look on the side, you got Buffy's. So Buffy's.
Oh yeah, Buffy's Bar.
H&R.
Oh, the community, man, beautiful.
And then Core's international brand.
Right.
And then over here is the Action Beach shop, and then Eric Ann's bakery, and that's in the community, and then Hot Sales is international. So it shows how the community and the international companies, and how the sea cat. And you know a sea cat guy that suck or can slide, right?
Right.
You know, it sucks onto you.
Correct.
So each thing has a meaning coming down. So there's all the businesses and
that's incredible. This is serious imagination here, but I know it's coming from spirituality because I know spiritual you are and stuff. You know, your paddle around Barbados. That is when I know you don't have a date for it yet. I don't believe, or you're not too sure.
So what we're gonna do is this is what we're gonna do. So the really truly is to highlight, similar to you, is to highlight the beaches, the country, the island, and there's a spiritual journey. So what we do is at this time I'm gonna swim part, I'm gonna run part, and I'm gonna paddle part.
Wow,
so,
man. You're going right around this time? Well, we're trying for sure.
Well, last time I could have made it run, but I was just
too tired, man.
You did it. I went through the hardest parts. It was so big that day.
You got by Copan and stuff though? Easy?
It was hard.
It had to be difficult.
So when I went on Copan, the waves were huge, and the wind was blowing the opposite way, but I got around. I got all the way around. But I lost my light, so I was like, I did the hardest part.
Yeah, for real. If you pass that section,
once you go through Copan,
yeah,
it's called Hell Gates.
Yep.
So once you get through that section, it's really home free. But I came around there and I was like, I was out by myself. Nobody's on the beach. I came in and I just said, I catch bus at home. But the whole thing was beautiful. Even catching.
I can imagine. I mean, being out there by yourself has to be quite amazing.
Yeah, you're out there by yourself. When you come in, there's nobody there. It's a spiritual thing, and then you go and you get a bus and go home, and everybody's on a different plane, and you're just on a different height.
Absolutely.
So the last paddle was really good. But this time, what I'm gonna do is, it's really hard. It's a hard paddle, and really this one is to try to get the attention of the government of Barbados in regards to global organic tourism and the reality, and they speak very freely up in the Silver Sands area. It's getting a little, there's no attention being brought to this area, and as you can see, one hotel, Silver Sands, Silver Point gone. It's kind of, it's fallen into a little disarray, and we should have a big event here that we've had in the past. If you remember what it used to be in the 80s.
Minstrel? I was just telling people about that, man. I mean, you couldn't even get a room in a house here. Everybody rented their homes and their rooms in their homes, man.
Everybody forgot how it all started.
Yep.
Everybody's going, oysters. But let's go back. It was not start of oysters. It started Silver Sands, and Sir Harold St. John, also my father, and all these people were up here promoting this area. And then they went to Oystons.
Right.
And then Oystons was Sir Harold created that, and my father was there in the fish festival, and that was created. Here's first.
Yep.
And if you remember, all all the visitors came. In those days, the only people that stayed in apartments were surfers. They were the people that went to Oystons. And when Oystons first started, the majority of the visitors were windsurfers. And if you remember, you used to go into shipping. You go, all the windsurfers that you go in harbors, everybody's windsurfers. So they were the opinion leaders. And just like how they put so much money into Oystons, you got to put money into to maintain a legacy of that which is successful.
Right.
Successful. The boards are all packed down, even up to 2017, 18. In summer, we had people on this beach.
I'm just blown away because I remember, you would know, I would be around at the times, those minstrel windsurfing and stuff, and the scaffolding out halfway out the reef. I mean, that was a big international highlight for Barbados, and the influx of people that used to come in. You could not get a hotel room anywhere in Silver Sands, Silver Rock, or any of the accommodations. Actually, people built apartments on their homes in Silver Sands to accommodate for the next year that was coming.
Let me tell you, I used to go rent out Ocean, was it Loch Bliss, the other one down there. We rent out the whole place.
Walk in at that thing.
Yes, Ocean, Spray.
Right.
We used to rent the whole place out and pack it up.
Yeah, man.
We used to rent houses and just pack it up.
I remember that very well.
So,
I also remember it from the surfing competition too, which is similar, that has lost its local support, a lot of local support. I could say that confidently because I went to all the international surfing competitions, and I noticed this year, the Sunday, which is the highlight day, had a crowd of what we see on a Friday. It was that light and that low, which is a big surprise to me because, we have a lot of international surfers now and really recognized surfers, and the crowd just wasn't there, the local crowd. I mean, a lot of other activities may be going on, but a big international surfing competition, man, you know how Super Bowl used to be. Packed out.
Let me tell you, we even got one here.
Yep.
I spent my own money for the last 5 years, and I cannot do that anymore.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, when I use the word, we are losing our beach culture, because that has not become the prominent part of the local culture.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So what I'm saying is, everybody, Brian, you talking so much shoes. You know, what do you think? Why are you talking about this beach culture? But the reason I'm saying is our beach culture is not as strong. People are not that enthusiastic. I remember used to come over here, that beach
cricket.
Cheese
on.
Yeah.
And
we had so many locals, and that's why I'm saying, that's why I've spent so much money teaching kids from the community how to surf. I had 5 fellas from Carter's Gap, and there's a lot of energy, and that's why I also said is, and it's sad to say this, we had crime in the area, and one of the fellas that was killed in this area, I taught him how to swim.
Wow.
And I'm just saying, we put all this energy in this, and we're not promoting beach culture.
Right.
If a fella could get a job from the government to go on to rake up a gutter, I can't compete, and you're paying them way over, you're overpricing them, and then they do it for 6 months, they're gone. So I also, and I'm not, this is not a political party, and I did do the elections. This is a movement.
Yeah.
This is a movement. Whoever party's in power, I'm ready to work there.
Yeah.
And that's why I did the elections, not to get, I just was highlighting a movement.
Right.
To push this thing called beach culture, and that's why I say, I put all my money where my mouth is, to the point where you see me, I don't even go on a truck anymore.
Yeah.
All my money is going into this concept. So
I know that path, because I've done the same thing with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everything that I got, basically when I left, or when our jobs were sort of like shut down, went straight into this here. And as I was explaining to people just now, we don't go 7 days a week like we used to, or 5 days a week. We go out selected days because you have to budget and work within the budget, which you're now obviously having the same situation. So your journey is quite similar to ours, because we work with everyone. We're not political, we're not religious. We work with everyone.
Right.
And if you want to work to positivity towards your light, I don't care where your light's coming from. If it's positive, walk to your light and walk with us.
So that's the same here, right?
Right.
So me, I remember, and that's why I said beach culture world tour is a lifestyle where everything revolves around the sea. Honesty to thee and integrity to sea.
The perfect words.
And that's why I say integrity to sea. What I'm saying is, you know what? I'm coming to you honest. I'm coming to you integrity. So that's why I feel my heart is pure as ever.
Yeah.
I'm so happy because, I feel very, very yeah, I put my money where what the community I put. I don't have surfboards, and I gave them all the way to all the fellas.
You gave away a boat, you gave away so much stuff.
I gave car away. I gave. I was like, my children like, Daddy, yeah, Daddy, you give away cell phones. Oh, but I want cell phones. So I gave. That's why I use the word I gave until I bleed, and that's why I'm paddled around the Barbados and swimming. As I said, sad to say, but the Barbados Tourism Authority used my picture without my consent. And I'm saying this is how I make money.
Right.
You know, you pay me money. I'm so happy. Happy you're using me.
Yeah.
But you know what? To me, to give a car away, to give food away during Corona, to do events in Bashba, to do one over here. Come on.
Help you out.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, I'm not saying help me out. Pay me for my job.
Fair enough.
And we will all continue and we will all prosper.
I agree with that, though.
You
know what I mean?
Very, very simple.
We don't have that scenario. What scenario we have is when people take our beautiful pictures, that we take time, effort, money to get there. The eye of beauty, which I think we sort of have. All of us have it individually, but some of us express it a little more in our photography and stuff, and then crop off our watermarks. And then put them up as it's their picture or promoting. We've seen that happen. We've actually had to go to quite a few people about it. And to be honest with you, some of them unfriended us, blocked everything because of us telling them, please leave our watermarks on. Let us just get the credit for our effort and for our journey. And I mean, the reactions have been amazing. People are angry that we have asked them not to crop our watermarks. So I can understand your feeling about the picture. But let us not spend too much time on that. But I think your point is very, very valid.
So that's why I'm saying 100%. That's why I said we're going to extraordinarily positive vibration.
I feel it, man.
And that's why I'm saying that's why the passion and energy what we put into beach culture, and that's why I said we not only coined the word beach culture, but we've also start hearing this thing called global organic tourism.
Right.
And that's why when we speak beach culture, it has sayings. When you hear the thing global organic tourism, when you see that mahi, you see love the sea, wash me free, and that's why when you see the all of these things, and they were all up on the telephone poles.
Yes, we see our free art. You put all over here in the Beautify for sure.
Beautify and really send a extraordinarily positive vibration.
Yeah.
And that's why I say the vibration is beyond, and that's why when we go out there and we paddle and swim for so long, it's really sending that positive vibration, and that's why my vision is to energize people. And that's why the first one we speak about health, and that means healthy minds.
Right.
And when you see healthy minds, you want to have your brain healthy.
Right.
Positive, you're giving, and that's why you don't want any, negative vibrations, and that's why healthy minds, and that's why exercise, food, and that's why I'm really energized because I'm really prepared. I've been prepared for this. This is the most prepared I've ever been.
Yeah, and I've seen training and stuff like this here, man.
This year I trained hard.
Right.
Because I was just, and then I realized, Brian, why are you training so hard? And you have to have a purpose in that, and life is a purpose, but also as I want to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So that's why I'm saying I start. Well, before I was healthy, I went to another level. I remember in Hawaii.
Super healthy.
Donna said, Brian, why do you buy these? And that's why I look at the world a lot different. Start to really be conscious of what's going on in this big world we are.
Yeah.
All these soft drinks manufacturers are pushing, and we're all buying them, and they spend the most. I'm powered going around the island, energized about love.
Yeah.
Energized by feelings. I have no no sponsors.
Yeah.
So nobody's pulling me. So that's why I'm saying is I'm done drinking soft drinks. Done drinking simple things like that. And they're killing us.
Yeah.
And that's why all the sugar and the processed food. I'm not perfect. That's why I say my uncle said 85%, but I'm still living a lifestyle. I'm not telling nobody to do not drink, but I don't drink that much. I may have one drink, but I don't think drinking not my style.
It's for everyone. Like I tell everybody, everybody would know that. I mean, you know me when I used to drink. It's a different Nick. And it was Nick. And I mean that's the path. As your path has got you here. My path has got me where I am. My path has got me in that I'm contented and happy and peaceful, and like you, share love without expectations of receiving it. It makes no difference whether it comes back to you. If you share it, you have the freedom and the ability to share love. A lot of people do that. A lot of people won't say hello because they expect a hello. But your hello is genuinely hello. You're greeting someone. Look at them. Don't look at the ground and say hello and walk by. Or don't say, how are you going? And be looking the opposite direction. What is that? That is not the right way. Look at the person and bring the person in.
So what I'm doing now, when I say beach culture,
Mm.
when I say what's happening, I speak reality. This is to promote all surf schools, kite schools, Barbados beach culture.
Yeah,
I'm
it's beach
saying
culture. It's beach. All everybody.
I'm here to promote everybody. I don't care if you don't care if you like me. I think
Correct.
we're all going for it. I don't give. Doesn't even matter, because when we think of it, this is realities now. Every year is becoming worse. That's a reality. I remember during June I had business here. Our season has come to like 3 months.
Mm.
And the lost surf schools and things cannot survive like that anymore.
Right.
The beach culture is very, and even for tourism, people come here for those months, and we're not getting the influx we used to get in June and July.
For sure.
So I'm saying what we're doing is I'm promoting a lifestyle that, and when we say lifestyle means there's so many jobs out of beach culture. The apartments used to be packed up here.
Yeah.
Everybody was making money. That's why when we come to where I was just right in fashion, accommodations, how we build places. You got to remember that a lot of places around the world are booming when it comes to beach culture, and the spin-offs, like the apartments, the kite surfing, there's people coming in, there's events happening.
Right.
So that's why I said my vision with this event in September is that if you put $10,000 on top of it and say, you know, when people come down here and start training, because you got to train to go around, you got to figure it out.
Absolutely.
People, this and that. You can't come believe I come in 1 week before or 2 days. No. If you're gonna
that's a good thoughts for sure. Good insight.
So the vision is to have a really when we speak a waterman event around the island. You get to Barbados.
I think that'd be huge. That'd be great.
Because we got $10,000, and when we say you can swim, you may swim a little bit, you can run some, you can paddle
or
some.
even bring a team. One that paddles, one that runs, one that swims. You know, just like a triathlon kind of thing.
So,
I agree with that.
And top end, top pros, big media. You get to showcase Barbados, like me and you when you go on. We showing Barbados.
Yeah.
So when I first started to paddle, the vision is you get to one place, you say, look at this Barbados.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Let me tell you, just like you. Yeah, when I was paddling up in the East Coast, I get in a limp beach, I come in, there's nobody there.
I saw the pictures, man. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I would come in and say, I just came in on this beach, and all of a sudden I climb up the cliff, and I had the guns over there, and I climb back down, and so you really explore Barbados from a different site. So,
absolutely.
And if you have energy, there's no energy. Remember I brought paddle surfing that subsided. You don't see people paddling how we used to be a few years ago. So the vision, that's why I'm really excited, and that's why I'm saying that in regards to this whole project is community mindset, uplift, shift, self-determination. You know, heart feeds the family, each symbol, and that's why I say it's all on heavy positive vibrations, and really to take this it's a spiritual journey going around, as you know, just like yourself, early in the morning and late at night.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, if you're writing with this kind of inspiration and this kind of positiveness in the morning, your day gotta be beautiful from here on. I mean, there's no way it cannot be beautiful from here on. You know, no matter what happens, you can resort and bring yourself right back to where your day started and reset again.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm promoting a mindset.
Yeah.
When you say a mindset, if I wake up at 4:30, 5:30, and I go run in the beach, man, let me tell you, I've cleared the day already.
Yeah.
And whatever hits me, it doesn't really matter, because I'm energized from the morning set. Like I got a message that, you know, you said you're coming down.
I called him when I was here in the car park because I overslept this morning. I was surprised to see you here, man.
Yeah. So I wake up early, and so I call it sunrise. We do a run Long Beach. Sometimes wake up. Normally it's 4:30. Run the beach. Do some weights, some stuff. That's why this year I started to really shift and to do even more, and it's really helped me mentally and it's really helped me physically, because you know your body stiffens up if you don't use it.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why I say health is the main one that I start with, and if healthy minds you could go in. So this one is speak community, but it doesn't. So how I work this one is community first. No, it's you first.
Right.
So
absolutely.
You in control of you.
Yeah.
You get there. Somebody just say hello to you.
Serenity, brother.
But
That's it.
You say hello. It's you.
Yeah.
So after you, it's family. So then I have a family, and then after that, it's community. So you got to start you, then you after you, family, then community. So that's why I'm saying these are all broken down, and that's why it's micro, micro is me, and then macro is a wider you. So
Right.
you gotta work on you, and then wider, and then
Absolutely. You gotta work on yourself first.
first,
If
yeah.
you don't love yourself, don't forgive yourself. You can't forgive or love anybody else. We always say it every day. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you say the same language, different
Yeah,
language,
yeah.
but same
Yeah.
same thing. You gotta
Yeah.
work on me first,
Absolutely.
and then this one here is really important. The heartbeat is family education. And that's why within the community, you know, we entered a lot of kids, but we have that program is done. We haven't done anything the last year.
Right.
So, and then that's why we would love the government to be part of the whole program, so that, you know, to
Give the
facilitate-
youth something to do, kind of
Yeah.
thing, and also new interests and new vibe,
Well,
basically.
the last group, I speak very freely.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going down here, and a lot of the kids just getting into trouble.
Yeah.
And we've not seen this before.
Right. There's nowhere to turn, man. There's no option ready to go with, you know?
We have
Everybody
to-
wants to do something.
That's why I speak. That's why I'm doing this paddle, because
Right.
I need to get attention to the
Right.
government about this, because we need. It's not about personal or nothing. It's positive vibration. Something has to be done.
Right.
I've done it in the past. In 2015, we had a lot of crime over here, and I did a lot.
Yeah,
of
here
work.
it had a big change.
And
Big change
and
for
it
sure.
worked, and
Community work.
everybody doesn't know why it worked. Well, it did work because, you know, I spent like 20, 30, 40,000, 50, 100,000. I painted that board, I painted the other board. We had events coming. I took all the top pros into London Bar. If you remember London Bar,
yeah,
20,
yeah.
30, nobody went in there.
Yeah.
And everybody said, how come everybody goes to London? But it didn't happen just miraculously. I came up with a strategy. I
Right.
said, and even Bajans that never went there before, why let's go to London Bar and get my put in stuff. I said, you never went there before.
I got a guy on here that's called Slurpy Dave.
Yeah.
And he goes in London Bar. He says he knows that here. He comes out here often in London Bar. And he asks you, is London Bar still open? So I haven't seen him down here. I haven't actually personally met him, but he's online. So I know he watches and stuff. So he would know me. You're talking London Bar. He would know what you're talking about for sure.
Right, so that's why I'm really happy that
Yeah.
now it's really opened up. I don't think they're open now, but the thing is, it needs attention. It needs up here needs.
But if you don't have people, there's no one to support it really. You know, you need to bring back tourism up here. We have, as you said, 2 big resorts have closed down. This is the action spot, but this was one of the action spots, Silver Sands, at one time. High adrenaline, you know, these surfers bar, you know, Surfers Bay bar. I mean, that even now you can feel the windsurfing culture and vibe in there, you know, because the people that come there are usually of that kind of mindset. So it's quite beautiful, you know. So we just need to get that back going. But going back to your paddle, sim, and run, just let everybody know the conditions that you need to monitor, because I was trying to tell them this morning, but you just can't pull something. You have to say, I'm going out today and do this here. Tell them what you're monitoring.
So what we do is, the thing is, well, as I said, this is a movement, and I think we're planning this one a little different in regards to the media. We're going to push off maybe down by government house down there, because the vision is we want to get attention of the government of Barbados. My vision is to have a meeting with the Honourable Mia Motley and really have a serious discussion about beach culture in Barbados. And I have a plan. As I said, the plan is Global Organic Tourism Master Plan, and I want to be able to have somebody from the top, so we don't
Right.
have to go around and
Right.
deal with personalities and,
Right.
and let's execute it. But to start there,
Right.
and the goal is to push off from there and start swimming up towards Oyston Side,
Right.
and then start running. But the thing is, we're looking for conditions, and that's why normally that are basically flat.
Right.
Even today is too windy.
Right.
But at the same time, if I'm going to swim and run it, I may be able to maneuver around going on any day, because this one really, compared to the last time we went, and even previously, is more of a media event, because
Right.
I want to get attention in a very positive vibration,
Right.
to have a positive discussion, and really to have things happen. I've been talking for the last 5 years, and nothing's happening.
Well, I mean, last time you paddled around, Jack and myself left home a little bit late. We said, all right, we missed you when you push off. So we ran up by Paragon. We were up in Paragon Cliffs. Stood there for like 20 minutes. Said, well, if Brian must have passed already. We're up by Foul Bay. Checked out for a little while. Can't find you. Went all around with the crane. Couldn't find you. Up went Raggy Point. Couldn't find you. Didn't know that you were already gone in front. You were flying. You were flying, man.
Let me tell you, last year, flying.
Yeah.
It was so good coming off. That's why it was the best conditions ever. But it just got.
Yeah.
I can't tell that. That was the heaviest one ever by far.
Yeah.
Because we got east point, the waves were big, and then they kept on going big. If you remember that, it was just bigger and bigger.
Yes.
I was basically a mile off trying to get around waves.
Wow.
Like, so, and then when I got to Hell's Gate in the north, it was just brutal. It was so bad.
There's brutal anyhow. The angle changes, everything changes.
I went in there, right, and I was like, okay, Brian, this is an easy path. There's not much wind. All of a sudden, the wind turned on. The waves got big, and I couldn't turn back.
No.
So
I nowhere to turn back.
You know what I'm talking? And I was like,
no, not current.
no, like, and the current coming against it, I was like, there's nowhere to turn back. And I was going through it. So when you do this paddle, right, this is the mindset of you can never panic.
Right.
There's no panic. And this is a panic situation. The wave's big, wind blowing, choppy falling off, and you have to settle and it's like if you go on right big waves, big wave hit you, and this is like 2-3 hours of just focus.
Wow.
To get through there, and that was because when you're looking, you see the waves crashing and this blowing, and it was the most intense 2-3 hours. And when I got around now, the wind was still strong, and I was like, "This I can't believe it." Because normally we come into Garden Eden, which is real beautiful. You see all Barbados and a few places to go in. Like, and I was like, this ain't stopping.
Yeah.
And so. And then when I go West Coast, I say, Brian, you did too much. You know what? There's
you probably hardest part.
There's no fanfare. You ain't getting. Nobody's coming to sponsor the event. There's no media out here.
Yeah.
I was like, go in.
You did your part, man. I enjoyed the beauty of it going wrong, you know?
Right. So I did what spiritually I did. It was one of the best experience ever. Because I've done ones I've come through, and I can go and touch a cliff and paddle and jump in, and it's like a swimming pool. But that one wasn't, but it was the most memorable. And then I came in Folkestone, and I just came in. There was nobody there. I found an old T-shirt, put it on, bus up the road, and it was in my own world, but it was really, really very beautiful.
Well, we're on board with you, as you know. We just missed it last time because of timing. But this time, I'd asked you just to let us know the date and time, and and as long as God gives us the energy and the ability and life, of course, we will be there. You know, Jeanette's eager about doing it. She was eager last time. We did some photos and then going around. The island is so stunning, right? And the thing is, we want to be a part of it, as were the first time that we went around with you, or that we went around with you, where we met everywhere around and did, shouted you up and give you inspiration and encourage you on and stuff. We would like to do it again, so we look forward to that for sure.
Yeah, that's why I say this. That's why I say it's a real positive vibration, energy, and again, when we speak about Barbados, you are this. This is Barbados. I never saw this before.
Yeah.
So when you're paddling, it's the same kind of energy. You're paddling, you see this bay, that bay. You're coming here, you're coming close there. So it really re-energizes how you look at Barbados. Even maybe you want to come and paddle too.
Well, I know about that. If you go engineering, may come with you. but in days, I know what you mean, because when we go to we start a series called the Hidden Beaches, which we've not gone into too deeply yet because of Jeanette wasn't well. But there are beaches here and coves here. They're seasonal. Like, you can go and find a beautiful beach today, and then a couple of weeks time it's gone. And there are some areas in this island that people have no clue about. We say all the time, when you come to Barbados, nobody has a problem if you want to lay on the beach, go to the bar all night and drink, get up next morning, go on the beach, do it all day long. But don't tell me Barbados is tired, because Barbados is not tired. Because there are places here that the most traveled person has not seen in this island yet. That we, yourself, myself, and a few others that go hiking around and have walked around the island have experienced and have seen. So
the beach I went yesterday.
Yep.
I paddled. I said, "Where are you going over there?"
Yeah.
And I go on the beach. Is
that the one with the cave?
Yeah. So again, to give you an idea, when you're paddling, you're so far. You think, man, that's a little like. So when I get this is
a big
huge.
beach.
This is a huge beach.
Yep.
From the water, it looks like a little. Again, there's a big cave.
Yeah.
I climb up the cliff. I never thought I was into rock climbing, but I had to climb up the rocks. I was like, Brian, don't fall, I get hurt. And then I'm up the guns, and I walk right there, and the guns are right there.
Yeah.
And,
saw your pictures, man. Lovely.
And nobody, I bet nobody goes to that beach.
Nobody goes to that beach for sure.
No.
I know that cave because in the days of Harp, when I worked with Harp doing Lathman work, we used to go down that cave there, and I had actually a table that was carved in the coral stone and stuff, in the actual coral, and a bench going around it, so you could actually go in there and eat and stuff. So it's quite amazing.
I mean, you
Breathtaking, man.
You could go down and have when I found that place, you could come down there, have a picnic, have
no one would even know you're there.
Nobody
you could have it yourself.
You could live down there. Like
absolutely.
That's why. So what we're gonna do when this paddle around, Bob, is the key is to really promote global organic tourism and a mindset when we speak the environment. So when we come over to the environment, the environment over here that's why this trip around. So when I came in, folks and I said, Brian, you should just sleep here and just head off the next morning. But I couldn't, because I have children, I had to take them to school, so I said, nah, I ain't good. But
that's nice to have that free spirit, though. Yeah, to even think of that,
But this time, when I come in, I may be asleep there. So I sleep outside already, and that's why I'm trying to, when we speak authenticity, so this is the word that I want everybody to hear, authenticity and honesty to integrity in these words, because when we speak the environment, everybody say, yeah, man, yeah, what care about the environment? I go and clean the beach, and then you're back home, you make so much mess. What you do is your real job, but you come in for the publicity, clean the beach and taking pictures, but truly, you're not living the life. So,
right.
So my gig is like, for example, my accommodation, we don't have air conditioning because we're beach people.
Right.
This is the sea.
Yeah.
And we live it. So what I'm saying is, to promote this kind of lifestyle, I most probably this time I would sleep where I end up. So if I came in, folks, and I say, Brian, what?
Well, maybe let the world know where you went.
Wait,
why did we be there? We'd be like, no, for sure.
But the point is, I get it, folks. I did the hard part. Wait, Brian, where you go? You can sleep here, have a good time, and tomorrow you feel fresh. You go again. There's nothing to prove.
Yeah.
And I'm not a prove. We're trying to get a message across, but we really want to showcase, and I'm so happy to have you part. I want you there showcase this beautiful island we live on, and this is where we can stop here.
Well, we are seeing something different today that you don't see many places. I tell everyone, if you want an oasis, if you want to experience something different, if you want to be in an environment where it's very different, come and check out this action spot, because up here is so laid back and so peaceful, but so high adrenaline is unbelievable. You know what I mean? Action. Let the wind blow. Boards out there. You know, you out there, the guys out there. You know, so that's beautiful.
So that's why I'm saying that in regards to even highlights of the sands, the action beach and the action apartments, the vision behind it. When the waves get big, you're out there too.
Yeah.
This is the season now. So when we speak tourism, and I speak to your viewers out there that want to understand about this, there's seasons. So in the winter we are there kite surfing, wind surfing. Then we get into these months now, the winds and the waves are not as big.
Right.
So now you're keeping yourself fit.
Yeah.
And this is a time to internalize. This is Barbados has a whole different side of beauty. And that's the beautiful. That's why each season is amazing. And that's why I remember before I used to be on tour, and then summer I used to do paddle surfing. So that's why I'm trying to say there's always action.
Yes, there is, definitely. We try and show that as well too, you know. And action doesn't mean a party. Action means enjoying life, man, and enjoying just the beauty of living, you know.
Well, that's why I said it took me a long time to figure out, you know.
Man, me too. A lot longer for me to figure out than you. Because you're younger than me, slightly.
And don't worry, again, this vision, this concept is not to judge no one. This is, you know, everybody has their path, and I embrace, but I'm saying beach culture and the concept that I'm pushing is a real natural high, and that's why, you know, I really, Brian, you know, you have so much fun action out there in the water, paddling up there by yourself and just embracing life, because I think that and that's why we speak the tourist product. I think things are changing. So every time there's a change, you know, every time, and I think the change now is this healthy lifestyle of living a healthy lifestyle, and you don't, in my brain, I don't need no internal drug or anything to take me to this height. And I think as my body gets fitter, and I am so high on life, and it's hard for people to understand. You don't need no drug. You don't need it. It's all here, and you could get there so naturally. You ain't gonna spend going up. I spend so much money at bars, so much money here. I'm like, Brian, you imagine? It's free. You don't have to do that.
That's it. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Anyway, Brian, thanks for taking time out this morning, man. I love your talk. I sit here and I get goosebumps on occasions, because a lot of things you say are things that we talk about on the kind of journey that we're on. You know, and it's nothing to do with judgment. If someone, you know, love everyone as a fellow human being, and if someone is doing something that you don't feel comfortable around, just walk away from it. You don't have to hang around there and be a doormat, as people like to say. Don't be happy just for do things to make them happy. Walk away, keep your life, keep your own sanity, and keep your own serenity. My brother, thanks, man. We want to be a part of it, so look us up. I'm going to take the photos down here and let them see a little bit more of the beach, and then we're going to shut off there. Thanks for your time, thanks for your effort, thanks for your beautification, and thank you for the messages that you're carrying. If anyone is watching this vlog this morning, understand Brian is going to be doing a big endeavor. Swimming, running, and paddling around this island. So come out and join if you're on the island. Come and join. It's going to be in September, you said, right? Sometime in September?
Yeah.
Right, but we know you have to watch sargassum, you have to watch winds, you have to watch currents, you have to watch swells, you got to watch weather. So we know a lot of things are
2022 when I came in on the beach, I think you did.
Yeah. We missed you. We went by you, and you came in and got rescued by Crystal.
Yeah. That was sargassum.
Yeah, that was terrible. You were falling off all the time. You St. Mark's Church, hitting patches and getting thrown off and things. Yeah. Anyhow, that's all for a good one. We'll have a way to put any energy, and we're going to be there for you, brother. Thanks again, man.
Yeah.
All right, so that is a little time we spent this morning, a beautiful time with Brian Talma, internationally known in the Windsurfing Hall of Fame. You got that recognition and all of the trophies to go with that. All about beach culture, simplicity of life, but enjoying life for what it is. In other words, reaching contentment with what we have and not always grasping for more all the time, which is a very, very important thing. We're just going to take you up here and walk through. This is where his apartments are and stuff, so if you want to rent an apartment from Brian is here. It's not air conditioned, but you can understand the fresh breezes. And this was his museum. It's taken some battering from the elements and stuff. This is a fishing boat. They set up all of his photos and stuff on the inside. You can see him, lots and lots of recognition. International and national magazines and stuff have covered him over the time. And as I said, he has been welcomed into the Windsurfing Hall of Fame, which is an extremely prestigious thing to have. He's been recognized by all of the pros all over the world and stuff, of his efforts and his dedication to this sport and the activity known as beach culture. All right, so we're going to walk around in this direction here. Brian is not fully open and functional at the moment. When are you opening back up for season? November? Beautiful, thanks, brother. All right, so we're not open fully right now, November. However, you can contact him by email or IM or whatever. Just message him if you're interested in renting his accommodations. I will try and put a link online for you so you can always know exactly where to go and find them. But we're just going to take a little walk out on the beach. Thank you very much for sitting in with us on that little interview. Brian and myself have known each other for a very long time, and as you can see, our paths are very, very similar. Our journeys are different, but our paths are very similar, and we sort of walk to positiveness and beauty as always, an appreciation of what we have and not striving for what we don't have. Just be happy with what you have, and then when you get extras, well, that's icing on the cake for you. More of his artwork you can see all around the island on bus poles, telephone poles, going down to Bashba, descending all down through Horsehill. You see little small ones he's done. You've seen his finger painting, always with a conscious message in it, not just a scenery or something, but always with a conscious message. So have a look at them if you want, or come and visit him. He's not always in the island. He's travels quite a bit. He's been invited all over to the World Beach Culture Tours, where he has expanded into other places as well, Hawaii, etc. Where I have him up for their tours. So just check, see when he's here if you want to see him directly. But you can see sitting with him in the morning is quite inspiring. He follows a very, very similar path to ours, which we're obviously going to encourage, and we're going to be a part of his paddle and run, and also swim around Barbados. I didn't realize it was actually 3 different events. So if you have a runner, if you have a swimmer, and if you have a paddle boarder, and you all can't make the whole island by yourself, and you have individual friends, please get in contact with Brian. Maybe you'll join him, give him a little inspiration, a little motivation, towards getting around the island, and also the publicity and stuff that comes as well. We are going to be covering it. Jeanette and myself are committed to this months before, when we first started he was paddling around. Actually, since last year when we missed him, we said we'd be back to paddle with him this year. Just to give you a view on from where he is. There are the apartments for rent if you're interested, so you can rent one of those there. Just get in contact with him. I will tell you, wrong season, this whole place is going to change. He has a lookout tower over on the right hand side there that he's working on, so all that will come depending on how money flows in. As you've heard, he's also on a tight budget as well. All right, so beautiful sand dunes of up here. The beach up here right now is looking fairly good. I will not lie to you. It's fairly far out. I don't know if it's the barrel impact or whatever. I do know the sargassum under where we're walking. I have all my hikers today, so you will see treads, but you will see how deep it goes, it does have a spongy effect in this immediate area. These dunes have always been here. However, they have suffered tremendously with erosion. The dunes are actually, I would say, maybe another 6 to 8 feet further out onto the beach itself. However, through weathering and stuff, they've lost all the front area. We'll show you in a couple of seconds because we're going to walk to the end of this beach. I know we've been on a long time, but you know what? We don't come out here all the time. And I see quite a few people on here right now, and I believe they will probably be happy for the peace and serenity that they're experiencing in the beauty of Barbados. That has nothing to do with the amazing handsomeness of myself or my amazing voice, which is so perfect in baritone. Alright, so right behind these sand dunes here is where you'll find the park, where you can park your car, use washroom facilities there. You get free Wi-Fi, just hang out there on the shade if you want. There are benches and tables, benches out there you can sit and have a good picnic at as well. So Silver Sands is another area you can spend an entire day. You can always hang out at Brian if you want as well too, when he's open from November. He opens a public facility there, as I said before. High octane, but very, very peaceful. It's amazing how you can find so much energy in an area, yet the people are so peaceful and laid back and friendly, and that's beach culture, and that's no lie. Anybody who's experienced windsurfing element or the surfing element in Barbados would know. Very passionate about what we do, very high energy, but really relaxed. And what's up, dude? How you like that? Hold that one in. Alright, so this beach is probably as big as it was in the years gone by. I would say maybe just a little bit less down the further point. It looked a lot smaller from when it's on top of the rock, but now I've come down here, I see how big and vast it is. However, the sand dunes, as I said, have all deteriorated sort of on the front area. First of all, the cliff on the furthest point there, that you see another 8-10 feet out. You can actually walk around there with windsurfing equipment and stuff. Could ride the bicycle around there, right around Silver Sands. That has gone, erosion over the years. All here was lined with little casuarina trees. Not big, tall casuarina trees, because very wind blown and stuff, and weathering does take its toll. But like the ones that are standing there, they're all lining here densely right across. The entire lane across here was full of casuarina trees. Then it had great bush in front of that there, all along the actual banking. As you can see, some is in this area here, but all here was covered with it. A very, very big different situation that used to be up here, but erosion has taken place, and this is what's going on, as you can see right now. But right now, beautiful, beautiful beach. I'm going to turn you around now, so put on your darker makers, please. Remember, we have a clause that says if you damage your eyesight because of not using darker makers, we're not responsible for it. So put on your darker makers, here we go. You can see all the fallen trees here, and you can see all the root structure that is exposed here. So where this bush is, this cigarette bush in the beach here, this would have been that height mound of sand, which would have had cigarette bush on it, right out to here. So this has lost a good, I would say, maybe 10 to 15 foot of the actual sand dune itself that used to be here, because pretty much like 10 to 15 feet out for sure, because as far out as not the actual casuarina tree, but all the other fallen dead bushes that you're seeing here, that is where the high sand dune would have been, and then you would have had a tapering off in front of the actual cigarette bush. Those of you that remember it would also remember you used to be able to drive out here and park above here and picnic on the tables. Well, driving out here has been restricted and hopefully blocked off. They still have the tables up there, but last time we were up here they were in bad disrepair. But you can see the kind of problems that have been going on. Look, all this here, all this root structure. So these are, it's only a matter of time till these actually go. The only thing that's holding them right now is the roots on the inside, which is on the land side with sand. Otherwise they will fall just like these other ones here. You can see how they topple out. They're long, they're not very deep roots. They're long, expansive roots, and as you can see, this is what happens when they get too heavy for the support of the sand, they fall. Casuarina trees, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You see pieces of this here as Christmas trees years gone by. These are cherry tree limbs were cut, and then you would decorate them for Christmas trees. That's in the for people who couldn't afford it, or people in those days that didn't know what imported Christmas trees and stuff. This is what we would have used stems of this here, or the cherry tree. Beautiful. As you would know, we do a drift tree now. You will see that we have a seasonal drift tree. We dressed up for the seasons, you know. So Valentine's is full of hearts, Christmas full of all the Christmas decorations and stuff. All right, so you can see this is pretty much New Beach here. this area section. When I say new, I mean new as in the last 2 months, because there wasn't any build-up of sand. Where we are right now, we would be in the water a couple of months ago. You would see that in the vlogs from before. As I said before, all this naked face you're seeing here, 8 to 10 foot out, maybe more than that, maybe 12 foot away from that actual green fence in there. You had a walkway. You could see the green fences even dropped off on the land side. They used to have a 12-foot band that used to go around there on actual rock that was put, and then marl that was laid on top of it. You could actually walk around. It had casuarina trees growing along this section here. They're falling years ago. You can see the pieces of some of them down there still being cut up, but I had like 3 or 4 of them right along this section here as well. And then of course this sand dune here, you couldn't have walked up here. This would have been a steep sand dune as that, but as I said before, further out than this sargassum. So the sand dunes would have been sort of in line with this sargassum here, right around there. All that is gone as well. We're going to walk up here because we're going to finish off with the park. I know it's been a long vlog. Thank you for everyone that came on, whether you're on for the entire thing, part of it or not. You know, this is important to us, just to be able to get the beauty in Barbados, and also of course the positiveness of Barbados and the inspiration of people here that are going behind positive drives and directions. As we've had this morning discussion, Brian, that was a wonderful, wonderful little thing. You know, as Brian has stated his case clearly, he lives by the way he feels, his thoughts, what he wants to say, and now it's how he feels is what he says. All right, so you'll see there is driving back up here based on these tracks. Don't know what these tracks are from, if it's a special vehicle or if they've allowed it again, but all here had this whole line of casuarina trees, the entire length going down there. The dune ran smoothly out, far out, so all this is gone. You were here years ago, you would know what I'm talking about. One of the 3 or 4 benches are up here are remaining, and the old washroom facilities, the foundation just in front of us, I have some pictures of that. It was when it was still standing. It wasn't in good condition, but I have a couple of pictures that I'll probably share from time to time and let you see what up here used to look like. Unfortunately, I don't have any of this general area because I took it for granted that this will remain forever. So took pictures of windsurfers, kite surfers on the beach itself. Never really took any pictures of this area because, as usual, take things for granted. Don't do it anymore. Try and capture everything now. Our vlogs are living history of Barbados. We've been doing it for over 3 years now, 3.5 years. We're bringing you Barbados every day. Well, not every day. We bring you Barbados every day, yes, because we wish people happy birthday. We put up pictures, we put out inspirational stuff. We make sure Barbados is seen every day. We don't vlog every day. We explain reasons why already. But this is where the washroom facility used to be a while back. So if you're up here, what's up, brother? You good? Nice, man. Good to see you, man. You say I said share all over the world, man. You want to shout out any of your friends or anybody, so?
Well, you know what I mean? Everybody over in the world.
Just sharing love. Man, what's your name, my brother?
They just call me Zidane.
Zidane, I'm Nick, man. Nice to meet you, my brother. Thanks for spending your love and your joy and your smile.
Yes, sir.
Have a
yes,
blessed
sir.
day, all right?
You
Cool,
too.
man. Nice, man. All right, take care. Cool. See, this is what I'm talking about. You see it from vlog to vlog. You come up on someone and we try to interact with them, because majority of people, when they realize it's only love and we're only sending a positive message, will stand and talk with you. So that's what we try and do from early. Break the ice, make a joke or something from early o'clock, let people know there's no fear here, it's all peaceful. So this is the park I was mentioning. Unfortunately, walk right behind Skip, but that's all right. At least it shows you there is a skip and they're cleaning up. This section has been chained off from here, but this is the park, the benches that I was mentioning to you before, the shaded area. Listen to it. That crew below, the NCC crew, some that would actually work in the actual building over there, and then some that would do the maintenance on the beach and stuff. You'd have seen all the sargassum was being raked and brought up onto the beach. So they would be participating in that. Morning, gentlemen. We're doing a live vlog. I could come over there and you speak to the world and spread some Bajan love to them. You all go with the camera, or you all feel uncomfortable with the camera? You uncomfortable? All right, well, let me come the other direction and greet you, man. I'm Nick. Camera pointing the other way, as you can see. Good morning, brother. All's good? Morning, my brother. How are you going?
How you doing?
You all fellas hang up here every day? We usually take a morning break. I point the other way, so don't worry.
I actually work out here.
You work out here?
Yeah.
Right, just mentioned about some of the team and stuff that was here. I saw down below just now.
Right.
Yeah, man. Well,
The best boy could talk you again.
man, we talking to everybody. They're the best person, because everybody is love and everybody is a part of life, and we're all humans. So we share love to left, right, and center. My brother, have a good day here. You too, my brother. Take care, huh? All right, cool. All right, so the bandstand, as I mentioned, you can get Wi-Fi here. as I said before, we operate in data, so we have our Wi-Fi turned off. If you are doing videos in Barbados, I would recommend that you use data. Wi-Fi can work great if you're in a structure, but as you start moving around and you start getting weaker points and stuff, you get cut in and cut outs and stuff. So consistency, use data. If you are from overseas, buy a data package here when you come and use it. We use, just to let you know, we use Flow. There's also an option of Digicel here as well, but we use Flow ourselves personally because that's who we found have give us the best island-wide coverage, and that's all around the island, so that's why we use them. This another thing that's being done here, beautification, so this washaway swamp area. This has been done with plants being planted all along the borders, as you can see on the other side, and they've started planting on this side. They've also built a bridge for you to go over now and decorated with floats that are being found on the beach and stuff, making it very tropical and stuff. But that's how you can get over here and spend your day at this park if you like. A lovely golden down there when it starts to let go some sounds and things. It's beautiful. Big playing field below, cricket, football, any entertainment, children's park. You can see slides over there in the distance. They're starting to redo that now. It was down for a little while, but they're starting to put some stuff back in that and some energy in that. Lots of parking, as I said, Wi-Fi, shade, and everything you could possibly want. So thank you for joining us again this morning. It has been a pleasure. It's been a long one, but we don't mind because spreading love takes time. How are you going, my brother? You good? All right. So we're spreading love, and love takes time to spread. So that's what we're doing this morning. It's been a long one. Thank you for staying on with us. Whoever was on for the entire time, kudos to you. I couldn't listen to myself for this entire time. Most of the time I'm trying to zone myself out, but hopefully you survive. Anyhow, from Jeanette, of course, and myself, the Journey 246. We bid you all a beautiful day. We hope you have peace and serenity. We hope we brought you to a place we cannot make you feel love. We cannot make you feel happiness. We cannot make you feel peace or serenity. But what we can do is we can create an environment for you to find those things in. We have found that this morning for sure. I can speak for Jeanette because I know if she was here, she'd be taking pictures everywhere and relaxing and enjoying the beauty of this place as well. So thank you again for joining us. We are the EMC-246. Remember, if you've not subscribed or put on notifications, you would not have had information about this vlog. You would have stumbled on us by mistake. We did not let anyone know I overslept this morning, so I didn't even get a chance to put up anything saying, are you awake? We're going out, nothing at all. So those that are subscribed and have on their alerts would have seen. We've had quite a few of you on. Thank you. For those who have not subscribed or turn on their alerts, you know, you can subscribe and not turn on your alert. And if you don't turn on your alert, you will not be notified. So subscribe first, turn on your alert. Thumbs up. We have quite a few of them this morning. Thank you for those that have encouraged us by sending them up. They're like spurts of energy. Thank you for each and every one of you that has joined us here, because you are the energy and the motivation and the encouragement that we need. We're going to walk on this journey anyhow, but this way is a lot more beautiful because we're sharing the journey with you as well. So thank you for joining us this morning. As I said before, we are in the Silver Rock area, Silver Sands. This is the actual Silver Sands playing field. So if you hear about anything going on at Silver Sands, the playing field, this would be it, of course. I don't think I did a Q&A community here once with Scotty DJ, and it was a thunder, a lightning, like intense weather conditions. We had a tent just over there. I remember it was, serious for lightning and thunder and stuff, and we still had that. That was great. It's a good memory. I almost said we had never had a Q here, but that would not be true. Good morning to all the Q family on board who are also our family, but good morning to you. I like to say that because there's a movement called the Q family. We like to respect them. Good morning to 100.7 FM. Looking forward to doing your coverage for you, your preview on Wednesday, and then Thursday's coverage of Q&A community. Good morning to each and every one of you all. If you're in Barbados, you see what is out here waiting on you. Beautiful day. Now, we're going to get some rain and stuff occasionally, but it's a stunning day. Look at the clouds, look at the formation, look at the sky. Just absolutely breathtaking. If you're not in Barbados, I know your heart's in Barbados. So, we are here waiting on you when you're ready, or when you are able to return, come back. If you're not able to return because of health or financial issues or whatever, and you can afford your internet coverage and thing, we will bring you to Barbados whenever we can, and we're going to bring you live because we want you to experience exactly what is. These birds chirping right now, you may have a 20-second delay, but you are here. You're hearing everything for yourself in this beautiful, peaceful, and serene area. I'm going to go over in this playing field here. We can do our farewell with a little circle of love. Let you take in a little bit of this actual community as well. All these homes here, we talked about just now with Brian about them all being rented. All these here had basements and garages turned into accommodations because of the surge when we had the minstrel with surfing competitions here in Barbados. This used to be, all these homes here would have had extra rooms that have been rented out. No, they just sit there. No one's in them or just using them for the family or storage. So a place that's just waiting to explode again. You know, 2 beautiful resort areas that could be worked on, hopefully. Hopefully this place will explode again and come back into what it used to be in the former days of highlighting beautiful silver sands. Anyhow, here we go. We did not actually get close to it, but Pride of Barbados, you may have picked it up. The yellow flowers over there, yellow, red, and orange flowers. That's the Pride of Barbados over there. That is the flower that you will see on our coat of arms, etc. Barbados, that's the Pride of Barbados. Anyhow, thanks again for joining us. You know, if you have today, if you're feeling down and you're feeling you're in an awkward place, you're not sure of what to do, you're feeling as though life is like sort of like turning on you, reach out to a friend. Remember, saying help me, or would you help, or would you assist, is not a weakness, it's a strength. It's a strength in understanding where you are supposed to ask for help. And if you can ask for help, please do so. Reach out to someone, let someone hold your hand until you can find your way back to the light, and until you're strong and safe to go again. If you are strong and safe to go right now, and someone calls you and asks you, you know, to help out a little bit, lend them an ear. Don't just sit there and not hear. Listen to what they're saying, because you may have the answer that they need to hear. God may bless you with the wisdom to say, all right, you need to do this, or you need to do that. Or rather than say, you need to do this, I would do this, or I would do that if I were you. And that way then you don't make anyone feel as though they have to do what you're saying. You're in control of them. So that was the wrong way of terming it. Thank goodness I corrected it. So blessings from Silver Sands. Love you all. Hopefully see you all here in these shores. Remember, if you come into Barbados, we want to meet you. You know, we can't drive to wherever you are all the time, but we do let you know where we're going to be. One place you can find us every week is at Q&A Community. Come and meet with us. Come and see that we are not just media personalities. This is how we are. We make fun, we have a good time, we share love, we laugh, and we enjoy life as much as possible. Life is rough. Life can cut you up like a saber saw. But if you are able to find the beauty and the contentment and the natural happiness that comes with life itself, and the energy from getting another day to go forward and spread a positive word, then you will be fine. Have a blessed day, everyone. We love you. Catch you all later.